guys, so just wanted to come on here for a little video update vlog. Today is my first day working for Amazon as a delivery driver. Excuse me for all the shaking. Whatever. So I am about I'll go straight, okay. Okay, so I'm like 5 minutes away from the rendezvous spot, and am I even supposed to be over here? I don't know. Where this thing got me going? Okay, so I gotta go straight. Yeah, so I'm about 5 minutes or less from the rendezvous spot. I don't really know how everything's going to go because it wasn't quite explained clearly. So I'm under the impression we're going to meet here, kind of get briefed our routes, our vehicles, and then we're going to head to the warehouse to pick up our packages, and then we're going to be out on our own. Now, what I don't know is if I'm going to be on my own on my first day, or if I am going to shadow somebody on their route. I do know they give you like these little nursery routes, which is probably the half a size of, I don't know, maybe a typical route you would have, just to see, you know, to get you familiar with how everything works. Like anybody else that's interested in Amazon delivery driving, I've been just searching on YouTube, any information I could find. And I will say, for the training that I have, if you even want to really call it a training, I don't consider that to be training. I like trainings to be hand-on situations. But like my initial training was just kind of like computer work, just getting knowledge of the system and how everything goes and what's expected of you as a driver. Come on, so I could go. Lord. And they took us to the warehouse, showed us, here's the warehouse, and that was kind of it. Here's the drivers. They even let us kind of help you know, a driver load their vehicle so we can kind of get the experience there. But I kind of feel like they just throw you in there and just, all right, teach yourself, you know, sink or swim kind of deal, which is cool, you know. But I like, in order for me to be comfortable, sometimes I like a little bit more reassurance of what's expected of me before I actually jump in there. But I mean, I got it. I'm not going to trip about it. So we're going to see. I'm probably like 2 or 3 minutes away from the place now where we're supposed to meet. The way that I'm going, I don't remember ever going this way. It's so many different directions that I could go to get to the meetup spot. So I know with Amazon there is partners where companies, I guess, buy into the Amazon company, you know, delivery portion, the logistics side of things. And there are different companies. The warehouse that I based out of, I believe they have like 8 or 9 companies that work out of that one warehouse. So I don't know how to, okay girl, you could, she looking crazy. Anyway, I will be back once I'm kind of situated and able to kind of, you know, catch you up and fill you in on what's happened since, you know, this portion. So see you in a quick second. Okay, so I'm here at the meetup spot. Nobody's here. Oh wait, see lights on over there, but I'm like the first person here, It might, I mean, from what I could see, because I don't see nobody else. Oh, it's a car right there. I was told to be here by 11 o'clock. I think once you're kind of in there and once you learn the ropes, then we're expected to be here about 11:30. But I wanted to come early because I don't know what's going on at all. They weren't too expressive on what's up. Right now, I put on these ankle compressions because sometimes when I walk, you know, my ankles give out. But they hurt, so I'm gonna save them until I actually need them. Cause my boots or whatever. Amazon gives you $125 credit to buy shoes from Zappos, which is pretty cool, you know, because a lot of times when you work for some companies, you depending on the job, you may need shoes, you know, proper shoes, you know, whether it be slip resistance, waterproof, you know, boot, steel toe, or whatever, you know. And let's say, you know, you may have been out of work for a while and you really don't have money. It comes in handy that they pay for it. Pay for a shoe for you to have, so that way that kind of alleviates some stress of you, like, what the heck? What kind of, you know, how am I going to be able to complete my uniform or whatever the case is? Anyway, people are starting to pull up. I don't know if these are new people. No, because he got on blue. He done been here before. So I guess they get here a little early. I don't know what's going on. I guess supervisor or manager is supposed to be here. And oh my God. Take my damn shoe on. Oh. They're supposed to get here and then I guess supposed to tell me what's going on or whatever. So we had some time apparently. We're like in the middle of nowhere. I think it's like, look like this place that they have us at used to be like an old grocery store or something like that. But it's clearly abandoned because they have their trucks here. They have a lot of Amazon trucks, and then I see some rentals, which are like the all solid white trucks, or they're like a solid blue truck or whatever. So yeah, I guess we're just gonna wait and see what happens. But I figured I'd come on here. Woo-wee. Yeah. Okay, so I'll be back in a second if anything changes. Alright. Hey guys, what's up? As you can tell, it is night outside. Right now it's 8:15. So I'm just gonna sum up what kind of happened, because I didn't have time to pull out my phone and record. Plus, it's really nowhere that I could have placed my phone, because they give you a company phone, and that is being used by the holder. Anyway, so as you can see, I got an Amazon beanie and a vest. I believe they gave me 2 other vests. And later in the week, I'll probably get my shirts, or maybe those were the shirts. And maybe I got 2 shirts and 1 vest. I just kind of shoved them in my duffel bag. So right now I have finished my packages, and I'm on the way back to the warehouse. So they gave me, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 or 6 totes, and then like I want to say 9 overflow. It could have been 7 totes, and of course those will fill with like smaller boxes and bags. So by the time I got to when I got there, we all met up there was like another trainee who kind of went over the things with me and this one other new hire. And then we were supposed to follow her to the warehouse. Somehow we all got separated, and I don't know where everybody went, but all I know is I made it to the warehouse and I was like the first one there. I mean, we left before my company. Anyway, so I get in there. They were already there, so by the time I pulled in, they already had my cart, which they put all the bags in, you know, your load on a cart, and you're supposed to wheel it to your car and load up your van. Well, they had it already sitting there waiting for me when I pulled in, just to kind of expedite how the process is supposed to go. So once everybody was loading and we had the all clear, we pulled out, and then from there your route begins. So the first house I delivered to, when I say they had okay, first of all, I delivered in a rural country, you know, residence. The first house I went to, they had a long dirt driveway, but the driveway was covered in like complete ice. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how the heck am I about to do this, because it's all ice. The good thing about at least the truck I'm using, it's wonderful in snow, and I gotta say ice too, because I went on some pathways that were like pretty much all ice. So yeah, so that's a plus. They handle very, very well. So yeah, so by the time I got to like my third house, I looked up, and the chick that was like training me, you know, just kind of going the you know, what do you call it? Like going over everything when I first got there. What did she do? What am I trying to say? Oh, yeah, I looked up, and here she is pulling up, like on, you know, traffic going towards me. And so basically I followed her to like this little parking lot, and she parked her van, and then she pretty much hopped in with me, and she drove for maybe the first 20, the next 20 so stops. And when I say this chick, I cannot back up and drive. I haven't mastered that. When I say this chick was backing up long ass driveways with sheets of ice covered in ice, like it was no problem. Like she was handling that thing. I'm like, girl, I'm scared of you, because you was whipping that car like this truck. Like, go ahead, sister girl, because it couldn't have been me. And then when we got like probably 10 minutes away from where we started, I end up taking her back. Well, no, I end up driving. Excuse me. I end up driving. We end up switching, so that way I end up driving. She kind of just like followed me halfway to deliver the package, and was just, you know, telling me. And we were moving pretty quick. So by the time we end up parting ways, it was probably about 3, like maybe 5-10 minutes after 3. And mind you, I started, let's say, probably by the time I got to the warehouse and out, it was probably about 1, a little after 1, because I got there at like 12:50, and I was sitting there forever. Then, you know, you load up, and they give you 20 minutes to load up, you know, take a pee break, handle any kind of discrepancies, and then go on about your business. So yeah, by the time I really got out on my ride, it was a little after 1, like 1:15, 1:20, so, or whatever. Anyhow, yeah, so it was about 3, and when she left, she was like, you know, she kind of gave some encouragement. I don't know if she was just saying that to be nice, but she was like, you know, you're making actually good time, or whatever, because like we were hustling. She was like, you know, you can scan it from inside, scan your packages from inside, you know, the vehicle. Basically everything that they tell you in training is like, forget that, because this is how it's really supposed to be done, or whatever. So she was just kind of telling me, you know, the ropes and stuff. Anyhow, so yeah, so by that time I was doing it, and it was a couple stops that I was like really frustrated because I'm like, first of all, it's dark, I can't see, I don't know this area, and you know, a lot of homes don't have numbers on their mailbox or on their door, and they don't have their porch lights on, or you know, it's something, so it makes it hard to see. So child, I was pulling in everybody's driveway but the person that I was supposed to be delivering to, and I was doing all kinds of U-turns and about face. I know if anybody's looking at that window, they're like, who's out here trying to rob us and don't know what house they supposed to be robbing or something like that, because they's probably gonna call the people on me because I was looking real suspect. So anyway, I got through that little bump, and then after that it was kind of like smooth sailing. Like I was just knocking them out. Some houses, like one house had 7 packages, but it's kind of weird how they broke it up because it confused me, because I went back, made 2 trips to the van. But yeah, so I pretty much got the hang of it, or you know, the only thing downside I would say is pause. The only downside I would say is, you know, not knowing the area, and hell, not being able to see too well wherever you're going. And then it was like a business that I had to deliver to, which they were closed, but I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to do, and my phone's acting crazy, so I just put it where it would normally go and just kind of hid it, and you know, took the picture. Hopefully I don't get penalized for that, but I did it. It's delivered. I mean, it was in the middle of nowhere kind of, so yeah. So yeah, I'm supposed to stop and get gas, I believe, but I'm on the way back to the warehouse. I could return the totes, and then I'll head back to where we kind of met up, so that way I can park the truck, get in my own car, and go to hell home and be debriefed if I need to, or whatever the case is. So I will be back in a little bit to update you guys on whatever the hell I missed, if I missed anything, and yeah, okay, bye.
Right.
What's up, guys? So it's my second day working with Amazon as a delivery
Arrive
driver.
at the destination on your right.
Right here. So, like I said, it's my second day working here at Amazon. Yesterday it got pretty hectic and I didn't finish recording, but whatever, I just picked up on day 2. It's a little bit lighter out. Right now it's 3:47. Today I had about 96 stops and like 136 packages. Right now I believe I'm on number 46. So I don't know if that's making good time or not. But I kind of have a system going where I have like all my bags here in numerical order. So if a bag just pops up that I need to grab, boom, and then I scan it with the phone that they have. And then any boxes, I just kind of grab in the back. And since I'm in a rental van, we don't have the little shelvings. So I started with 9 bags, and now I'm down to like my last 3.5 bags. So I don't know. I haven't taken a break yet. I want to at least take my first break when it like gets dark, at least knock out as much as I can while the sun is still out. So yeah, so I'm already at the house, so I'm going to run and deliver these packages, and I'll be right back. And since I was just like a house down, I kind of just grabbed the packages before I got here. But anyway, I've scanned them and I'm gonna drop them off at the door. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So my next stop only has one package, and they have a box, which I'm going to grab 78. Let me show you. Okay, so I'm looking for 7808, and you kind of want to look. I've been following the numbers here because they go in order, not by stop, but somewhat kind of by stop. But if it kind of helps you keep track of everything. So I think I started like in 77. Now I'm in like 78. They go in chronological order. So I'm working out of this bag here. Let's see. And like any packages like this in plastic, I kind of stick up here, and then I insert them in whatever order that they're in. 7808. New 7808. 7808. Okay, so this is my next delivery. It gets kind of hectic, as you can see. So I'm gonna set this right here, and I'll be right back. Y'all, this is some of the roads. Just look at this, and it's like all slush. But I would say these vans, they really handle well. And I've been a lot of like narrow driveways like this that's on like unmarked roads.
Turn left onto Round Top Road, then in 400 feet turn left.
Yeah, like I probably could have went up that hill, but I'm gonna just follow the GPS. And like some of the deliveries have been so close together that I'm like literally going from one street and then like making like sharp turns just to go to the next house. Anyway, let me pause. Here's like another driveway. Like it's so narrow, and just trying to get down here is ridiculous. And I always have to deliver to the people all the way in the back. Like I've been going to a lot of houses like this, or like it's a long pathway, but it like goes up a hill, and like half of it's like icy and or covered in snow, whatever the case is. I mean, for the most part, this snow is really soft. And other parts where the ice is still kind of thick and solid. But if you don't know, I'm in Pennsylvania, so this is, I guess, the normal thing in the wintertime. But yeah, so we are going to 85.
In 250 feet, arrive at the destination on your left.
Okay, so it must be this house here.
Arrive at the destination on your left.
I am. Look at this. And I'm finna pull into it too. Look. They got all these IKEA packages. Okay. So it's starting to get a little dark. So I'm looking for 7815. Oh, here it is. Alright, so I'm gonna take this one, walk it. They got this side door here. I don't have a stand to hold my phone, so this is kind of like uncomfortable. And you know the cool thing, they have like a backup camera. I've never really used one because my car doesn't have one. But anyway, that's not what the point I was getting to. So I don't know if it's the lead that was helping me yesterday, slowing me up. I mean, because it's pretty simple. You know, work. It's not that, it's not hard, and it's really not complicated to understand. I mean, some senses, I guess, unless you really hit a problem. But for the most part, it's really simple. And the area that I'm in right now, I was here when it was dark. Like when I said I couldn't see, I had to break out the headlamp and use it as a flashlight because I couldn't see. In this area, I had the hardest time because I didn't know where I was going, what address was what, so I kept making U-turns and turning around in people's driveway.
Turn left onto Round Top Road, then in 200 feet turn right.
And I was getting really frustrated. And I was just like, you know what? I don't have time to be over here playing ring around the mulberry bush for these people's packages and stuff. Like, I was getting real mad. Like, why would you even live somewhere like this? So, are we going back to this pool place? If we are, I delivered to them yesterday. And nobody was there. So, hopefully somebody's here. I mean...
Turn left, then arrive at the destination on your left.
I don't know their business hours, but... we're about to see, so hang on. Oh, yep, somebody's still here. So, that's good. Yesterday, when I was here, I mean, it was dark outside. And some of these packages have... like a time window that these
arrive at the destination on your left.
And I was definitely here well after that. So hopefully I don't have that issue. And you know something, a lot of these houses I've delivered to have really nice homes. You can tell that, you know, somebody, they actually collaborated with someone to build them. Like, I'm like, dang, like, I need your job. Okay, I hope I'm at the right house. I'm just pulling in. But yeah, like, so, yeah, like this house here, let me show you. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And they have like an extra garage to the side, like over here. It is really nice.
Head west on Round Top Road for... Head northwest on a driveway, then in 100 feet make a hard left turn onto a driveway.
See what I'm saying? So am I supposed to be across the street because I don't understand? Like, you keep talking about this hard left and right. Okay, and that's say 4051. Okay. I think I'm supposed to... See, the good thing about this... Okay, what? So maybe I am... Because if I just came from over here... See, this is what I be talking about because I really don't know, but I feel like I'm supposed to go across over there and then down. Hang on, I'll be right back. So that was definitely wrong. But this GPS be confusing me. And a lot of these homes, they be like on unnamed road and sharp right, sharp left. And like, just look at that house though. And over there. So nice. So I'm looking for 3865. So it's probably this little, might be this little farmhouse up here on the right. I'm happy they didn't put me in this Amazon van because that thing will be calculating everything that I'm doing. And yeah, 3865. Okay, not this house. Probably the next one.
In 400 feet arrive at the destination on your right.
Thank you.
Arrive at the destination on your right.
Okay. feel like I delivered to them yesterday. Yep, I did, because they had them flower pots. So like a lot of these people I delivered to yesterday, which is good, because I guess I have an area that I'll primarily work out of, which is cool. So I'll be right back.
Turn right onto Church Road.
For $29.35.
In 300 feet, arrive at the destination on your right. Arrive at the destination on your right.
Okay, so this person has 3 packages. So they have 2 envelopes in 1 box, which is not in a bag, which means it never came in a bag, and it was my like overflow boxes, which are pretty much too big to fit in a bag. So let's see if we can find it. Okay, well, for one, let's start with the packages. So remember, I have them here in order, so I would just scan there, because that's $78.23, and then I'll scan that one because that's $78.24. I already have them in order. So now I just need to find the box. $78.22. Hopefully it's not too heavy. $78.22. Oh, here it is. This big box. All right. So I have everything scanned, and then I'm just going to continue with 3 packages, and it's going to the front door. I'm going to hit continue. It's going to prompt the camera, but I'm going to stick it in my pocket, and I'm going to put you guys up here so you can see me.
is a bit heavy on the southbound side, 441 to the Turnpike. 83 is stop and go northbound between 13th Street and 32nd Street. Doing very well on 81, also on 581. River routes are looking good too. If you see a traffic problem, dial pound 250 on your smartphone and say WHP 580. I'm Jason Lee, the iHeartRadio Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. Raymond Lottie here. I don't cook much, but when I need
So, as you can see here, it is 4:49. I've done 60. I have 36 to do packages. So those are I have 30 stops, and out of those 30 stops, it brings me a total of 57 packages. And I started at 136. So since I'm new to Amazon, I don't know if that's good time, average, a little fast, or what. If you do Amazon and you know, let me know down in the comments. Anyhow, I'm gonna go on to my next one. Hey guys, so I just delivered my last package for the day, and that was at 7:24. So now I'm heading back to the warehouse, and I should be there in about 18 minutes. I think I did pretty good for today with 136 packages, like 96 stops or something like that. And I think I first delivered my package around like 1, a little after 1. So I'm just gonna round it off to like 7 hours to deliver 136 packages. So I feel pretty good about it, and I'm a little bit more confident on how to maneuver how to get to the homes and things, since they have me working in a similar area, and I've delivered to pretty much a few of the houses were the same, or at least along the same street as the houses I delivered to yesterday. And I don't know, overall I was just a little bit more confident about what I was doing. So I'm pretty proud about that. Surprisingly today I had a lot of boxes, more boxes than I did yesterday. Which was pretty cool. I don't know. So far I'm kind of working on the system, and I think the little system that I have it works for me. Of course, once I become better at it and I find little things that I could do, then I'll adjust. But right now it works for me. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I get back to the warehouse and unload my totes and things. Okay, bye. Okay. Ooh, girl, you crusty. So, oh my God, I look tired, girl. Why are you so tired? So I'm getting ready to upload my video, of all the days that I've worked or whatever. So this is part 1, and then make sure you go check out part 2, because I didn't want to make, an hour-long video, because I wouldn't even sit that long sometimes, depending on what it is. But I kind of split it up, so that way, you could see both days. But make sure you watch part 1, then part 2, or you watch part 2, then part 1. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I just wanted to say that. Okay, bye.